then you really sort of bring your feet back to the ground and say, wait a minute, maybe I'm not really a tough guy. And I mean, young people are not tough. They're strong, they're quick, they think they are. They're full of adrenaline, they're full of shit, they're full of rage and different enhancing drugs and all that. But that doesn't make you tough.
Mm-hmm.
Life experience makes you tough, and it radiates in the ring. Because I see a lot of these guys. They're really not scary looking. Like some, let's say, like Batista, that looks, he's got the look and everything because he's already, he's no spring chicken, but he's at that point where kind of like almost like not past prime, but this is his prime,
Yeah.
And he's got that, that look and everything. Like that guy looks like something, and I don't know who else I really, I'm not really sure. Obviously, the Undertaker and
right.
Kane and those guys that are, the look, they have that, that menacing look. But as far as these other kids, from what I see, they'll, they just, you're too young to be scary.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, nowadays it's, and I'm 30, but from the life experience that I've had, and from just what I've seen today, just growing up now, from the younger generation, it seems like everything's based off of how you fight over social media. Everyone's sensitive. Everyone's real soft. Everyone's you say the wrong word, and all of a sudden everyone's calling this organization or that organization or apologizing for this comment. And everyone's a bully. And everyone's feelings gets hurt.
Yeah.
So how can you be scary on TV?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what, they're all tattooed up and all that. Is that supposed to scare me? Whatever,
Yeah.
I mean, they're all like covered in tattoos and everything. I guess that's supposed to make you tough. I don't know. All right, if you say so. But it's like if when I first in '93 went to ECW, I was 30 years old. I turned 30 that year, right? So you do the math. I'm 51 now, right?
Well,
so,
God bless you.
Thank you. If I had tried to do what I do now, as far as more, like a rough style and everything, and facial hair, and short hair, and what have you, back then the way I looked, because I looked like a young kid. I was 30. I looked like I was like 20.
Right.
and no matter what I can do in a ring, or how well I can wrestle, or whatever, Paul was like, no, I mean this, the way you look is the way, we need to exploit that. But then, as I evolved and got older, and then, grew some facial hair and everything, it was time for me to, I wanted to get away from that, pretty boy image, gimmick and everything, because, to me, I mean, there's only so long that you can do the boy toy, all right?
Right.
or kid something.
Yeah.
I mean, once you're like, in your 40s and 50s, you're no longer a kid or whatever, you're no longer a boy, you need to kind of, you need to embrace the aging process, take care of yourself. In fact, I like myself a million times better now that I'm older than I did then.
Mm-hmm.
I look at some of the photos and feel, I love that, I feel embarrassed at some of it. My mother always looks and she says, oh my God, you look at that, I love it. I'm like, Mom, please stop. It's like, well, you're so beautiful. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be beautiful, I like myself now the way I am. I mean, honestly, I'm so much happier with me now that I'm in my 50s and that I was when I was in my 20s and 30s. I like myself a lot more now. I really do.
Well, that's an interesting way of looking at it, just the way that you can reflect back on things and say, most people say they're in their primes in their 20s and 30s, and that's when they're, running around, running amok in life, trying to just strive.
Honestly, I just turned 30. That's really how I feel. This is my 30. This is, the way I feel now is what a late 20s, 30-year-old man should feel like. Because it's my mindset, and like I said, I do punish myself. I take care of myself. You know, I'm not straight edge or anything like that.
Right.
You know, I don't mess with drugs or anything like that. I don't smoke cigarettes. But you know, I like to have a few drinks and all that. But you know, I watch. I always try to eat well. And, you know, I was, you know, like to groom myself well and, you know, stay gentleman looking, you know, not let myself go, but, you know, training and taking care of myself is it's huge. And it allows me to have some fun on the side, you know, and be able to kick back and, you know, have a few drinks and, you know, laugh and just have a good time, you know, enjoy music and other activities.
That's right, baby. Part 2 is complete with my man Jason Knight. I hope you enjoyed that segment of the interview, and we got part 3 coming your way after the Raw recap on the OJP Wrestling Show edition. But until then, keep swinging that gin for the working man and working woman, baby. I'm the Juice OJ Simmons, and you've been juicing with the juice, and we are out.
Thanks for listening to the OJP Wrestling Show. Download brand new episodes every week on iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic, or Blog Talk Radio.